these days, what I'm seeing a lot of is some of the smaller churches that have dwindling populations, but
Mhm.
they have, for example, a great property like maybe right down near the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. There's a lot of things happening in that area right now, lots of development. It's close to the Atlanta University Center, as well. And I'm talking with someone there about a project right now. They only have, maybe 80 or 90 members at this point, and most of them are older, but they're trying to figure out, well, what can we do with our property here? I would suggest, first and foremost, look in your own communities. Look in your local city, your local county, and see what resources are there. Like, for example, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, here in Atlanta, our mayor, Andre Dickens, is very active and very committed to making affordable housing a priority here in Atlanta. And that's just one example. It could be any kind of development, but let's just talk about housing for a moment. And there are resources through the city. The city will provide funding for some things, or just other contacts you need to help work your process through the city. And there are other organizations here in Atlanta as well. I kind of call Atlanta the African American Mecca here. No disrespect to any other cities, but Atlanta has a long history of having Black leadership for many years, and lots of people here that are doing different things. But one thing that's really strong here in the Atlanta area right now is development on the African American side of town, or in our particular communities. Here in the Atlanta area around our airport, I may not be saying this exactly right, but I believe that we have the most undeveloped land around a major airport in the country, here in Atlanta. And many of those properties now are on, what you call the Black side of town for the most part. East Point, College Park, DeKalb County, South Fulton County, if y'all are familiar with the Atlanta area, which I'm sure many of you here on the call are. But there are lots of opportunities, and the point again being just check in your local area and see what's available out there other than just banks. Many traditional banks won't lend for different reasons, but there are lots of other resources out there, as we've said earlier, that you can tap into to help make your project successful.